Good morning from aboard the Celebrity Reflection. I'm going to do a full ship tour starting up here on the Solstice deck, so stay tuned and let's see what's on this cool ship. So again, this is on the front of the ship. It's called the Solstice deck. It's very quiet. As you can see, we're in port right now in St. Kitts, so it's empty, which is why I'm doing the tour right now. But the sports court is right one deck below. Mostly just a basketball court with a ball there, but lots of places to sunbathe and enjoy that way. All up here, as I mentioned, it's generally very quiet. I do a lot of tours on Royal Caribbean, and the pool deck's often much louder and much busier on Celebrity. Sure, it gets busy during peak times, but it's definitely a much more relaxing experience in terms of quiet spaces and reading books and lounging, as opposed to partying and bumping as much. So depending on your preference there, it could be a pro or a con. Now, one deck below, on deck 15 here, we have a little bit of a remnant of a walking track. And we have chairs on the right. Then on the left here, you have the masked grill with self-serve, soft serve, some drinks, and then this is burgers and dogs. Choose your own sides, or not sides, toppings, and some beers and things like that as well. Just stay up here on this top deck. To first peek down kind of the pool area. As you can see, they're working on one of the pools during the sailing, but there is a regular depth pool. It's about 5.5 feet, and then there is a shallower pool. You see the walking track isn't actually very long if you're doing loops, but if you continue on past that, we have a little bit of a breeze here, of course. We're on the top of a cruise ship, so bear with me, but do the best I can. Again, more construction, it looks like, right here, but this is the lawn club. So this is real maintained, manicured grass, and they have a big screen in the back where they've been watching the World Series during this cruise, but I'm sure they have other types of showing. And in there is also the Lawn Club Grill, which is a specialty dining restaurant. We have more Lawn Club, and we're also approaching the first smoking area of 2 smoking areas. They're both up here on the top deck. Also on Celebrity, unlike Royal, you can just grab a towel. You don't have to do a deposit or check them out or anything else like that. They have those all over the place. And we have the sunset bar here in the back, and here it is. And then the non-smoking side over here, still part of the sunset bar. Got your little sunset bar menu, libations, sparkling and rosé, non-alcoholic, refreshing whites. Just a little menu, but it's a cool spot up here with the lawn club. And I'm gonna shoot down one deck below to the pool deck. And so here we go. From the top of the lawn club, we are down here to the pool deck where there's the main stage. Like I said, they have a pool drained right now, but they often have steel drum performers or other live music right here, and there's tons of seating. And we'll start right here. If you go in the aft of the ship, we have, you see right here, the Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet or windjammer equivalent, the Ocean View Cafe. And we'll pop in here for a second. But it's got most of your standard buffet there.
How are you? Oh.
And it looks like they're rolling over between breakfast and lunch here, but got your typical windjammer type stuff. And one of the very popular areas that seems to be empty right now is this ice cream station. There's usually a line, and they have tons of different flavors of ice cream and frozen yogurt, and then also soft serve. The other end of deck 14, you see you have the pool bar right there, the mast bar right above it, Sun and Sea, which is closed right now, looks like sells some Elemis skincare products. And then we have the adults only area, the Solarium, which is fully enclosed on here and temperature controlled. Again, more towels, a nice pool, fountain, the places to sit. There is some spa cafe in the corner, some hot tubs. But again, it's cooler in here. It's clearly air conditioned, and the pools are heated, hot tubs. So if it's actually too hot or too cold on your sailing, this is a great place because it's temperature controlled and fully enclosed. Variety of comfortable seating. And then as we go right through here, as we go right through here, we have restrooms, and then at the very front of the ship on deck 14, we have called the Sky Observation Lounge, which is a lounge, obviously, yes, the title, but you've got these floor-to-ceiling windows for some nice big panoramic views. There's a bar right in the middle of it. Some great views of being in port in St. Kitts today. So they are playing some music right now, as you can tell. I'm sure at certain times this is a relaxing versus a more upbeat atmosphere. And they host lots of activities in here as well, but there's a stage, a drum kit, some equipment, so it is equipped for all your party needs. Then down one flight of stairs to deck 12, we have the spa on the left, we have the fitness center on the right. Show you what it looks like in here. We have some room for spin classes, room for yoga and other types of things there with yoga mats, yoga blocks. And then over here, there's actually what's called the Persian, before I go into the fitness center, the Persian Gardens, which apparently a steam room, and just, they do charge for that as part of the spa. But then there's the ladies' changing room and sauna. And then over here is the men's changing room and sauna. So sauna is just in the changing room, it's included to use for free. But the steam is in the Persian Gardens, which I believe is $100 a person, is what I was told. So there might be some other amenities in there as well. I have not personally used it, so I can't really speak on it, but here's the fitness center, fully equipped gym. And there's also a little outdoor area here in the front for viewing, for takeoffs, sailaways, and things like that. Right here on deck 12. It was too quiet to want to speak in there. Of course, people are enjoying the quiet of the library. But that's the library on deck 10. You can see it from across the way. And on the aft of the ship, there's all these different kinds of lounges that I will walk through here. This is Game On. So this is deck 9 now. I'll show you real quick. So the lounges start on deck 10. We're up in 12 with the fitness center and the spa, and then down on 10, the library, the game room called Game On 9. And then on 8, there's kind of a gap because the Hideaway is 2 levels, which is a really cool place to hang out. And Celebrity Eye Lounge below that. And I'll just go show all of those here. You can see they have these touch tables that are really neat. There's lots of games already built into them. And then of course there's a bunch of other games to borrow or use while you're in the lounge there. On deck 9, what's called a game on. And I'll go down the stairs towards deck 7, which we can see from here is the Hideaway with all the seating over there. We were just on game on. Above that was the library up there. And behind that tree is the Hideaway. I'll show that real quick. See, it's called the Hideaway. Lots of seating for relaxing, little cubbies, even a couple of public outlets if you want to work on your laptop. Some comfy chairs. Then on 6, we have the Celebrity Eye Lounge. So you can use these throughout the cruise. Basically an old school computer lab, except with IMAX. Now as we kind of see back to our tour guide here, we're on 6, we're gonna go down to 5 where they have Cafe Al Baccio and Gelateria, photo and art galleries, internet station, all kinds of things, and then down to the casino on 4, guest relations, and kind of the main gathering area down there on 3 at the bottom of what would be the main drag on Royal. It's called the Esplanade. Here it's a little bit smaller, but we'll see. So you can see down where the floor is deck 3, and up that one flight of stairs deck 4, and then deck 5, which we are currently on. There is access to the outside, clearly not through that door for some reason today, but we got over here in the aft of the ship, Ensemble Lounge, Michael's Club, and Specialty Restaurant. Michael's Club is the Suite and Zenith Lounge for members booking a suite or Zenith Lounge. And that is going to be right here. Then there's this very nice bar, and then of course there's specialty dining over here as well. We have Murano, and then these 3 other specialty dining, including Blue, which I believe is a suites lounge area. Those are all in the back there with some art, and this is just a pretty swanky lounge with a nice bar. A piano here, a little drum kit, and I'll show you the other part of deck 5. So then we have the Gelateria here at the front part of Cafe Al Baccio. It is not there right now. You can see some of the options here. They also have liquor infused gelato. And this is the famous Cafe Al Baccio. Specialty coffee, tea, pastries. And then on this side, they have sushi on 5. And then another specialty restaurant for sushi. Then we keep going towards the front of the ship. We have this bar right here. We have some shopping. And if we look down on 4, we have a little mall type area here with more shopping. So that's going to be on deck 5. And if you continue down this hall with more shopping, it'll bring you right to the upper deck of the Reflections Theater, which, like on Royal, it is a 2-floor. So there's the main level of the theater is deck 4, and then deck 5 is the balcony. This is the photo gallery right here. Looks like you can buy Garmin watches, AirPods, things like that. But then they also have an internet desk here to help with your Wi-Fi packages, basic Wi-Fi, premium Wi-Fi. And that's right there. There's an open little plaza down here where they host a lot of events. And then you can see conference centers, and that's the next cruise office down there. So those are on, that floor is deck 4. I'm currently on deck 5. But there's always little staircases to get between. You don't have to only cross on either end. And then we can't enter the theater right now, but this is where it'd be. Reflection Theater on deck 5. You can see the headliner of tonight, Magic of Gabriel. And if we go down one flight of stairs, it'll take us down to 4, right to the area I was talking about. So I won't cut out here just to show you precisely how close it is, how to get to it. There's also Celebrity Central, which is kind of tucked away. It's this little, it's like a little mini theater / event space. Hopefully no one's in here right now. But it kind of looks like this. A few rows of seating. There can be seminars in there. We've had some activities in there. They show movies in there. But yes, that's called Celebrity Central. And then we're going to have the Fortunes Casino, where I will do an entirely separate video on the casino here on Celebrity. And then continuing on past the casino, I will link the casino video in the description below for those interested. There is this mall area and the art gallery. As we can see here, Serendipity, and they hold drawings and events in some of these from time to time, just like they would in FE or something else, except they rotate on the ship where they host them. But when they do, they're very popular, as always. So right here, there's the Martini Bar on the right, and another lounge. And then if I go down to deck 3, take this little staircase here, right through the center. This is where a lot of the action happens. This is where they have games and competitions. They do the paper airplane thing off of here. And then more seating, more lounge, and we have guest relations or guest services right here on deck 3. Shore excursions on the other side, and then a bar. Right? But lots of couches, lots of seating, a piano. And then finally, it's not open right now, but on decks 3 and 4 are the main dining room. So we have Luminae on this side, we have Opus on that side, and it's a very nice dining room. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there to show it, but you know, white tablecloth, wonderful ambiance in the evening, nice and relaxed, nice and quiet. It's not a super party. They're not having dancing servers and things like they do on some other cruise lines and big epic numbers, but again, for some people that's a pro, some people that's a con. Just peeking here a little bit, and yep, so you see it's deck 3 and 4. It's not set up right now, but that's gonna be the main dining room. So as I get back on the elevator to go up to deck 14, thank you so much for watching this video, following the tour, the casino tour, the ship tour on Celebrity Reflection. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, please share it with other people. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. If you're not familiar, I am on my way to Path to Pinnacle Club on Royal Caribbean, so follow along.